What's good, boxing heads? This is Pool Kind of Boxing coming at you with another video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. Floyd Money Mayweather. He says that Jaron Ennis is a problem for the top welterweights at 147. He has called all the welterweights out, all the top welterweights. You know, he seems like he won all the smoke from Earl Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, and Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Danny Garcia. After a spectacular performance against Sergey Lipinets, Jaron and his skills are quite impressive. He has super fast hands, and he has cat-like reflexes. He has power, and he has excellent footwork, fast feet. He punches in combinations, and his punch selection and timing is on another level. Boots has been compared to Roy Jones Jr., who was once Jaron Ennis' favorite fighter to watch when he was a kid. But Jaron Boots may not be Roy Jones Jr., but he has his own God-given athletic ability. He may be the next fighter to take over the 147 division. But first, Jaron Ennis has to work through the buildup of the gatekeepers that separates him from the top welterweight champions. Even then, the politics in boxing are so bad and hard to overcome that it could delay this young fighter for a long time. And he is really anxious to move up and prove himself and test himself against the best in the division, but he's not with a major promoter, so that's going to be something for him to get over. Errol Spence Jr. has already acknowledged Jaron Ennis during the FaceTime call. The acknowledgement of a top welterweight like Errol Spence Jr., brings hope that there might be a fight for the two stars that can be made in the future. Terrence Crawford has not acknowledged the young upstart. Sean Porter said that he's not getting in the ring with Ennis. Danny Garcia is moving up and out 147. He's moving up to 154. And Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman, he didn't fight Errol Spence on the way up, and he's definitely not going to touch Ennis with his abilities moving on the way up. Either way, Floyd liked to put his stamp on fighters. He sees the drive in Ennis to want to be the best, and he saw that in Devin Haney also, so that Mayweather mentored. So Floyd likes to be around the next superstars of boxing. It keeps himself in the limelight. He knows Ennis' desire because Floyd himself had that same kind of hunger on his way up. He sees the fire in Jaron Ennis, and you best believe that one day Floyd Mayweather is going to try to get Ennis under his Mayweather production banner. So who is going to fight Jaron Ennis next? Who's going to give him the opportunity to get a belt maybe, and possibly, show and display everything he has to offer? The only fight I can see is maybe Josecito Lopez, and I think he would destroy Josecito Lopez. There's not really many good gatekeepers. He went through, what's his name? Chris Verbutin. What's that guy named? Chris Verbutin, I think his name is. He destroyed him, even though they got a headbutt, and it was a no contest fight. Van Heerden. And he luckily got out of there with a no contest. And of course he beat Lipinets, who who was moving up the ranks. And he beat Lipinets so convincingly that it's going to be hard for him to get a fight now because he looked too good. So now the 147 division is on notice. It is on notice, and you best believe that Jaron Bruce Ennis is making the other welterweights work harder and pay closer attention to the craft. So I look forward to seeing Jaron harass his way to the top, push these fighters, and make them take on the challenges. And, Earl Spence, he will be fighting Ugas to get a third belt. Terrence Crawford got the WBO belt. So if Errol Spence beat Udenis Ugas, then he will be trying to combine the belts for undisputed with Terrence Crawford. But who knows what Terrence Crawford is going to do. He didn't come through with the fight that he said that was going to be Manny Pacquiao, but he's off training now, so he's going to have a fight that's coming up soon. And some people say it's Josecito Lopez. Hope not, but he just don't want to fight Sean Porter. But whoever he fights, his contract ends with Bob Arum and Top Rank, I believe in August or October sometime. So hopefully that'll make him a free agent, and maybe he can get it on with Jaron Boots Ennis. But the way he's been moving, I doubt that. So we're going to have to see what's next for Boots Ennis. And I hope they come up with something, good for him. And that's all I have. That's all I think about. That's what I think about it. This has been Pool Counter Boxing. And please subscribe, like my videos, leave a comment below. And I'll get back at you in another one. I'm out.